How to survive the rising solar interest rates and dealer fees. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Ivan, and on this video, we are addressing a very important topic, which is how do you continuously sell solar and be successful at it? Or if you're thinking about changing careers to solar, should you do that at all? I'm going to give you 3 things that you should do today to help you cope with the fact that the economy is just taking a shit right now and everything is going south. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing you can do to protect yourself in this economy and still be able to sell solar the way you have been, even with the high interest rates and dealer fees, and still make a little bit of a profit, is to start selling remotely. Because the chances are that you might be located somewhere where utility rates are not that expensive, and the fact that interest rates of the loans have gone up and the dealer fees have also gone up simultaneously, it might mean that when you run the numbers, when you put all the information for the customer inside a proposal tool, it comes out that their loan is a lot more expensive than what they're currently paying for electricity. And so they can't make sense out of switching to solar. How do you cope that? Well, the way you cope that is by switching to another location. And so you gotta start selling using the dealer model. There's a link in the description below. I have a course about this exactly. It shows you how to do this in a step-by-step manner. So that would be my shameless plug for that one. And so if you want to continue to sell solar, you have to be smart about where you're selling the systems. If that's not in the same state that you're in, that's fine. It just means that you have to relocate. Not physically, but I have to relocate where you're selling. So that will be number 1. Number 2 will be to pick a state where you want to sell. A lot of you are already thinking, well, Ivan, you're saying that we should sell from a distance. We should do Zoom calls. We should do over the phone selling. We shouldn't be focusing on too much on where we live, because where we live might not be a favorable location for solar sales for right now. So what states do we pick? I actually made a video about this on the topic, but just so we're clear, what you pick is basically a state that has, number 1, high utility rates. So a state like California would be a great example, where it's one of the top utility rates in the country, and people also hate the guts of the utility companies. So it's not a hard sale. Doesn't matter how high the interest rates go up to or the dealer fees, it's still gonna make sense for the homeowner to go solar, because middle class families are paying anywhere between $500 to $800 a month in the summer. So it doesn't matter what the rates go up to, it's still gonna make sense for them. So you wanna ideally relocate or start selling in states like that. Next thing is, when you're picking a state, you have to focus on a state that is, again, relatively high utility rates. Doesn't have to be outrageous like Hawaii or California. Believe it or not, Hawaii is the top state with the most expensive electricity rates in the country, but that's neither here nor there. Next thing you want to focus on is the incentives. So ideally go to a state, relatively high utility rates, and then you want to focus on what is the state giving back? What can the homeowner get on top of the 30% tax credit that's been extended to 2032? That's on the federal level that anybody can get in the United States. So you want to look at states that have state incentives. I have a video about this. Again, you can look it up, or you can do your research online and look up states in America that offer state incentives. Number 3 will be start generating leads online using paid ads. Listen, organic's great. Referrals are great, but it's not scalable. If you want to scale aggressively, if you want to start hiring people, if you want to do yourself better, you cannot rely on organic outreach or organic efforts. That's great. That's awesome. But if you want to scale, you're going to have to use paid ads. In the first link in the description below, we're putting together a course on lead generation. It's going to be the best solar lead generation that's ever come out, and it will ever come out. That will show you pretty much the exact campaigns that we're running for our clients that are kicking ass right now. You can get it at pre-launch, so that will be my shameless plug for that one. But you need to run ads. Don't stay away from running ads. You need to dive right in. Now is the time to learn how to do it and do it well, because that's one of the ways you'll be able to escape the interest rates for solar and the dealer fees, because you're going to be able to generate leads anywhere that you want and prefer. Without making this video longer than it should be, I love you. Hope you're subscribed to the channel, and if you're not, please consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.